Hello and welcome back to my channel Best of Everyday Life. This week I prepared super moist vanilla cake. You can see two different ways how you can decorate the cake. I will discuss cake decorations later in the video. You can find all the ingredients in the description below. Let's start by putting 5 eggs into a mixing bowl. Add a pinch of salt and 150 grams of sugar. Start mixing everything with a handheld mixer for about 7 to 10 minutes on a high speed. Add vanilla extract, Our cake batter is ready. As you can see, it's doubled in size and has creamy consistency. Now it is time to add flour. But first preheat the oven to 365 Fahrenheit. I will use mesh to sieve the flour in 3 parts. I use the first part of the flour and then carefully mix it in from the bottom of the bowl up. Then I will repeat the same steps with the rest of the flour. Our batter is ready. Now you need to place parchment paper on the bottom of the baking pan and use vegetable shortening to oil the pan. Then transfer the batter into a pan. Place your baking dish into a preheated to 365 Fahrenheit oven and bake without opening a door for about 30 minutes. Then check your cake with a toothpick. To prepare syrup, take 312 ml of water, add 20 grams of sugar and 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. Mix everything together until sugar and honey dissolves. To make a cake filling, first let's prepare whipped cream. Pour 2 cups of heavy whipped cream into a mixing bowl and whip it on a high speed with a handheld mixer. This is a consistency that you want to get. Now we are going to mix a fruit jam into a whipped cream. Your jam or preserve has to be a very stiff consistency. I can almost cut it with a spoon, as you can see. You can take any jam that you like that does not have a big fruit pieces. The only suggestion is that your jam has to have some sour taste to it, as well as being sweet. If your jam or preserve will be just sweet, then you will end up with a super sweet cake. Mix fruit jam into a whipped cream. Do not mix it for too long or you might make a butter. At the end you will have some small unmixed pieces of jam in cream, and that's okay. Cream filling is ready. Cover it with a plastic and put it into refrigerator. My cake is ready just after 30 minutes. I always check it with the toothpicks. With a butter knife, carefully separate cake from the baking pan. Now, take the bottom part of the pan as well. Then let cake to cool down slightly, and then cut the cake in 2 layers. When cake layers will reach the room temperature, we can assemble the cake. I am using the same baking pan that I used to bake the vanilla cake. I put parchment paper on the bottom of the pan. Parchment paper is a must-have in this step, otherwise you will have a hard time moving cake to a serving plate. Place 1/2 of the cake and then spread 1/2 of a syrup all over the cake to moisturize it. Then put half of the whipped cream filling and spread evenly on the first layer. Repeat the same steps with the second layer. I am finishing my second final layer of cake. I am using the last half of the cream. First time when I decorated my cake, I used a lot of big fruits and cake looked great and taste was amazing. But because cake is so light and fluffy and fruits are so dense and heavy, it was a mission impossible to cut the cake. So if you want to use the fruits, you need to arrange the fruits in the middle of a cut size pieces, then you will have no problem cutting the cake. Today I'm going to decorate my cake with a chocolate. I have a regular dark chocolate bar that I'm going to shred all over the cake top. Then I'm going to use a small food processor to create bigger pieces of a chocolate. I'm just going to spread these big pieces all over the cake. Cover cake with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for a few hours or overnight. After refrigeration, carefully with the butter knife, separate sides of the cake from the pan. Wipe knife with a paper towel a few times during the procedure. Carefully take off the sides of the pan. Now it is a time to transfer the cake to the serving plate. Be very careful. I really hope you enjoyed cooking with me. If you like my video, please leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to push notification button so you will get notified when new videos will be uploaded on my channel. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I wish you the best of everyday life and I will see you soon in my next videos.